Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I know I got a red lip. Don't ask, okay? I think I've lost my mind, but that's okay because we're all entitled to lose our mind at times. But it is a pretty lip. It's more like an orange red, but it's nice. It's not too much, but yet it is. But it's holding up pretty good so far. But anyway, the lip is Elson 2 by Pat McGrath. And I have it in this little sample thingy, like the little trial size, and it is so pretty. And I literally just had to like dab it on everywhere. And it's a matte, so we're hoping. I didn't wear a lip liner, so we're gonna see. For my face, for foundation, I am wearing the Marc Jacobs Shameless. Concealer, I'm wearing the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Sample thing. I set under the eyes with the Pat McGrath. I set the rest of the face with the Bare Minerals. Yeah, Bare Minerals Bare Pro. Okay. For bronzer, Marc Jacobs. Fantastic. For blush, Marc Jacobs. I know I'm on a Marc Jacobs kick, aren't I? Hold on. I don't know this one though. It is called Lines and Last Night. And it's like a peachy orange, or peachy pink. It's like a coral almost. It's really pretty. I was hoping it'd go a little more coral. I was wanting more of a coral or like a peachy look today, but this worked nonetheless. It was fine. Just because of the eye look I was doing. For highlighter, I pulled the Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in Do You. I know, I don't know why I decided Marc Jacobs, but that's where we went with it. But for eyeshadow, okay, actually, I set the eyes with my new primer. Well, it's not a new primer, but I got this a while back when I purchased a palette from Viseart. But it's their Viseart Professional Makeup Base Eye Primer. It's called the Seamless Eye Primer. This is different. It is like, it's clear. And I just put a dot here and a dot here, and I took my my Real Techniques brush, this one, and just like dabbed it on everywhere, right? Now a little bit of the concealer, got into it, which sort of covered up the veins and the darkness and stuff a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But y'all, this primer has made my eyelids so smooth that it's crazy. So I am reviewing this eyeshadow palette, but I'm going to have to review it without this primer because it could be holding up as well as it is because of the primer. And I should have just put on. I don't even know if you have to wear a primer, to be fair, with these palettes. But the palettes I'm talking about are the Huda Beauty Creamy palettes. Today we're going to be using this one, the Neutral Brown Creamy Obsessions. And this shade here actually came in broke, but I was able to push it back together, so that's wonderful. I am in love with this shade and this for inner corner. This for the lid, this for inner corner. I am in love. This just looks wet in the inner corner. And this on the lid, like, I'm pretty sure you could probably just put that all over the lid, blend it out, and be done. Like a one shade kind of look. Y'all, I'm breathless too. I don't have grandkids today. They went home. Yay. I'll miss them, but yay. They can wear you out. Like, seriously. Wear you out. Every time I turn around, Gigi. It's almost like flashback, PTSD. Mom, except it's Gigi. So we will be using mostly my BK Beauty brushes, which worked. And again, I don't know if I needed a primer or if these shadows are different too. I can't quite put my finger on what they feel like because I want to say they're like the Cream de Matte by Natasha Denona, but they're not. They're not the same. They're similar. But to be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't think this palette, either one for that matter, was going to be up my alley, you know. I'm just not a cream girl. I've noticed that. I don't mind one cream to powder, but like a whole palette of them, I don't know. But what I will say is it looks beautiful on my eye. Like, what crease? That looks like a 20-year-old eye. This part up here, not down here. We're not even going down there, or over here where the crow's feet are. We're not going there either. But let's get started. So the first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. There's no names, so I'll point. But like, I feel like I could have laid this shade down, right, all over the lid as a base. Instead of using what I did use, I feel like that could have worked. There is one powdered shade, and it does say set in it. Now, I didn't set these because, to be fair, they kind of set themselves. Like, I didn't feel the need to set them. Now, maybe if you got oily lids or something, maybe. But if that's the case, that Viseart eye primer, oh my goodness, you all. That is crazy. Now, I will say that I had to go into this quite a bit, though, to build the pigment up. And I'm not used to that. But it could be because it is on the creamier side. So, there is that. Do I really mind? No. But at the same time, because you are going in so much, I don't know, like, how long this would last you if you were using it a lot. Granted, you know, I have a large collection, so there's no way I'm going through it. I'm almost positive, but maybe. Like, if I really fell in love with one of these palettes, and right now it's definitely a possibility because, oh my goodness, I am loving the way this looks, to be fair. Like, I am being super duper messy with this shade. Like, you can't go, like, none of these shades you can go wrong. Okay, we're going to darken it up. We're just going to go up darker now. Like, I really mean that. I don't think you could go wrong using any of these, as in, like, you can't go overboard. It's not going to, like, be too much to where you're not going to be able to blend. And I think it's because you can only pick up so much at a time, maybe. And again, if you used your fingers, I don't know how that would work. I'm not about to use my fingers. No. I like to be able to know where things are going, you know? Like, I want to have exact control of stuff and placement. So, like, I'm well aware that I won't be using my fingers. But if you were, it might work. Okay, now we're going to go to this darker shade up here. And you all, look at this. Like, I'm laying it down with this brush. And I'm going to take it in. I'm just in awe of these shadows and how they work. You know what? I wonder if they're like the Tom Ford now that I'm thinking about it. No. Because even his cream, they're not like this. They're not like this. I don't think that there is a dupe to these shades, to be fair. There's definitely shades that are familiar. That, you know, if you like this, then you might like that type of thing. But I can't get over how pretty these all look together and how well they just blended into each other. And how young it's making my eye look. It's kind of freaking me out. It's almost like the Surratt shadows. If you saw that video with those shadows, Like, that was freaking me out. I'm taking that dark shade that I just used in the outer corner, and we're going to run it along the lower lash line. Because, like, they made my eyelid look younger than what I'm used to seeing. And that's just weird to me when things do that, because I'm like, where did they go? Where did all them little wrinkles and lines go? How did it do that? It's like witchcraft, you know? And I'm not complaining because, I have a lot of lines now. I'm getting older. But this kind of just made my day. And the way that it is just so, like, they're easy to use. And I don't know why I was expecting them to be difficult, but they're not. And the more packed your brush is, the more pigment you're going to get out of these also. So keep that in mind, because you may really want to use a packer brush now that I'm thinking about it, and lay it down and then use a regular brush to blend it out. That might work really well too. But with the mattes aside, like, let's just put that to, the side for a minute. Wait until you see these. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this shade that broke on me. And I'm using the BK brush, just so you know. And we're going to start to pat it and pull it on the lid. We're going to lay it down and just sort of look at that shade. Like, that is a one and done kind of shade, if you ask me. You could put that down with your finger, blend out with a brush around the edges, and be done. Now, I guess the next question I would say is, or if I would, was asking, do you need these? Are they that different? Is this unique to a collection? Or is this even something that you might get use out of? And I'm going to answer that by saying this. These are unique to the market. Okay? They are. Do you need it? Well, do you need anything for that matter other than air, water, food, a shelter type of thing? No, you don't need it, but what I will say is that you don't need both. Most likely you want one or the other, so start with that. Pick which one you like better. If you have a lot of lines on your eyes, I think you'd like these. I really, really do. I think they will make your eyes look younger. And I think that they're easy to use. And I'm not spraying, I'm not doing anything special, okay? Now, again, is it the Viseart primer? I don't know 100% on that one. It very well could be helping it, but any primer may be helping it. Or you know what? Maybe, just maybe, this would look better with no primer. And if that's the case, whoa. Because it's looking pretty darn good with the primer. So without, I don't know. For the waterline, I used the Tarte Fake Awake in the cream shade. Okay, so for inner corner, we're going to go in with this shade right here. And God, it is so gorgeous, you all. It just looks wet when you put it on. Now, I picked it up, and what I'm going to do is sort of pat it on there in the inner corner. I'm picking up and patting it. I'll move it in a minute, but for right now, I really just want to get it picked up on the brush and pat it in. Yeah, look at that. Tell me. Go ahead, I'm waiting. Tell me that's not gorgeous. I'll wait. That is what dreams are made of right there. I don't care who you are. I need to put a little bit more. I can be happy. I can go now and be happy. Yep. Y'all, this look is just... Okay, so then I took the darkest shade in here and I'm going to line with it. Let me grab my lining. Of course, I'm using my wrapper. So we're now going to go into the darkest shade right here. And this would be nice if you do wings. It's a dark brown, like a black brown. And it is creamy. So if you're one that likes to line and do wings, like, you're going to be able to manipulate this and really work with it. Now me, I don't do that. I always line my lash line for the most part, but that's about it. It is just to give my lashes, like, to have some sort of base right there when I go to apply my mascara to make it look a little more fuller. But as far as like doing a wing or something, I don't do that. I don't really know how to make it look right on my eyes. So I don't. And B, I just suck at it. And that's okay. But I will say that if you are one to do it, and you know, you're going to love these creamy shades to do it with. And I would say that after you're done even lining like this, you could easily go in with that set shade and set it. And it wouldn't like alter the color, I don't think. I didn't try it myself because, well, I didn't need to, number one, because this sets itself after just a few seconds. But B, I wasn't about to try to mess this look up because, like, I am living for this eye look today. And I kind of find it funny because, like, these last couple of days, I have been so loving my color that I'm not going to lie. Neutral, I really didn't even want to play with these because I just want to keep playing with my colored palettes for spring, you know? The spring inspired looks using palettes that remind me of spring. Like, that's where I'm at in my life right now. So I really didn't even want to play with these. Truth be told, I didn't. Am I glad I did? Absolutely. I am like 100% in love with the way this look turned out. In love with the color, like, oh, everything I'm in love with this. Like, there's nothing I don't love about this look. Nothing. All right, we are going to curl the lashes with my Surratt curler. Let me get my mirror, magnification mirror here so I can see. And then I thought that because this is on the brown, more brown side, I thought that the Lash Clash in brown would be the perfect mascara for this look. And it is. I really like the way it looks with this, so. Alright. So, YSL Lash Clash in brown. And I think the Tarte Fake Awake really, the cream one really worked with this eye look too. Cream waterline. Or skin toned. And I'm going use this for the lower lashes too. Now you tell me that look ain't pretty. Now I may not do it justice because I'm not a makeup artist, okay? I get that. But with that said, it still looks good. And the fact that I'm not a makeup artist says a lot. Because I've had palettes where I could not make them look good, no matter what I did. Now, is that my fault? Maybe. But should we, in today's time, even have to work at doing our makeup? I don't think so. Not with the amount of makeup that's on the market, not with the amount of tools that's on the market. Like, if we have the right stuff for us, should be pretty darn easy to create a look and make it look good. And I think it looks really good. Now, minus the lips, okay? Let's ignore the lips because we all know how I feel about red. But with that aside, just the eyes are beautiful. Wait, can you see that? And this one, this eye here, it's been done for about 3 hours now compared to this eye. Because I did this eye, then I had to go get my daughter off the bus. I had to wait because there's no point in me filming and then going to get her. And I still had the grandkids running after them, and I was still doing laundry, you know, the whole shebang. Yeah, so this eye was done 3 hours earlier, where this one was done now. So, and they both look the same still. So this is not creasing, cracking, falling, none of that. And I don't think it's going to. If it does, I'll let you know. But I really don't. I think this is going to stay just as is. Now, as far as eyelids go, I would say I just got normal. I don't think they're oily. I don't think they're dry. So I'm going to say they're just normal. I don't know. You know, I'm not for sure on how that works, you know. So I don't really have problems with eyeshadows unless they're just bad. But this is not bad. This is not bad at all. I really like it. But let me know. I'll do a look tomorrow using the other one. What is it called? The Grayish Creamy palette. It's more on the cooler tone. This one here, I would say, is more on the just neutral, like just brown neutral color, where this one is more on the grayscale tone, you know, cool tone. I wouldn't necessarily say this is warm though. It's more warm than that, but I would definitely say this is just neutral, to be fair. But yeah, so let me know. Did you pick these up? Were you thinking about it? Is it a pass? I'm curious, because I'm not gonna lie, it was gonna be a pass. I'm just being honest, but I tend to buy everything from Huda Beauty because I do like the brand, and it was something completely new for the brand, so that's why I did just get it. You know, finally was like, all right, let's try it, you know. But if I wasn't doing this, you know, for a reason, like I would have just picked up one, to be fair. I probably would have picked up the cool tone. But with that said, I think I would have been mad at myself because I like this look. And I think that this one might actually be my favorite palette compared to the other one. I won't know until I do a look with it. But that's kind of where I'm leaning at with this. So, anywho, I will let you go. If this video helped, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday, unless there's a new launch. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.